back and feeling healthy, how excited are you to be back at Jack Trice Stadium?
Yeah, that's like the one thing I've really missed is being able to run out there and play on the field in front of all those fans. The energy that they bring every single game is like, it's just extraordinary, and it gives you a little bit of boost when you're playing at home and you hear the roar behind them, so I'm so excited.
To go down so soon last year and not get to take that next step, what's been your drive to get back to where you are now?
I guess it's like really the same thing. It's just for, playing in front of these fans, playing for my teammates. Seeing what they were able to do last year has really motivated me. Seeing that, we could get back to that Big 12 championship again this year with the team that we have, that's been a driving factor.
Of course, it wasn't just you at the linebacker room that went down. What is it going to do for the rest of the defense when you and Zach and Carson and Will and all those guys are healthy and on the field?
Yeah, I think it kind of just showed our depth that we have, and that we have young guys able to step up into those big-time roles. Like, I think we have 8 or 9 guys who have either started in games or played big snaps in our linebacker room right now. So we're rolling 3 deep with guys who have played some big-time minutes. And I think that's going to really just boost our confidence, boost the defense around us, and hopefully let the linebackers kind of be, a position group to lean on going into the season.
When Kooper Ebel, who was probably a reserve heading into last season, goes out and starts so many games, and Bo Goodwin, what does it do for the defense when you guys can probably be more fresh and rotate so many guys?
It'll be really good for us. We got a lot of guys with a lot of miles on them, so the more we can rotate and stay fresh, that's going to be good for us. I think Coach Cratchell did a good job at kind of finding guys who fit and mesh well together. Rotate that way and just keep us fresh, keep us fast, keep us hitting hard. So
I know a lot of the talk last year, or heading into last year, was maybe you having a hand down and being a 4th D lineman. Is that still a discussion on this year as the plan to get to the quarterback?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll rush more this year. I don't necessarily know about another defensive lineman, but bringing blitzes, I think it's going to be fun this year. Just trying to rush the pass more. That's a big goal of mine was this offseason, working on my pass rush moves and strategy there. So
when there's 8 or 9 guys that can play,
yeah,
what does that do for a freshness standpoint throughout the game?
Yeah, I was just saying, man, this fall camp is it's fun because, and man, I'd hate to be Coach Cratch right now because we have several guys that could play at any given moment, and it's a great problem to have, and it's gonna pay off a lot in the coming season. As we learned, you're never apt to have there's injuries that you hope they never happen, but we learned last season they can. So the freshness, being able to have fresh legs and get different. We all have different strong suits, and to be able to put us in the best situations. I know our coaches will do that, so I'm excited.
How much has the competition within the room changed from different years?
Yeah, I would say the competition this year is 100% at an all-time high, which, like I was saying, it's a good problem to have. So it keeps you on your toes. I know at Mike linebacker, Kale Brazina, myself, Rylan Barnes, Mason Miller, and you got to bring it every day, because if you don't, then that next guy's coming to take your job. And obviously we're all best friends, we all love one another, but when we step on the field, we've all got one thing in mind, and that's to play. But that goes for every at Will linebacker and at Sam linebacker too. There's a lot of competition, and it's awesome. It's elevating everyone's play, and we're all bringing one another up. There's a lot of, the word we use is mudita on the team, which is just authentic joy for others. So when you have that, and you have as good players as we do in our linebacker room, we're looking at a lot of success this year. I'm excited, and we're ready to roll.
When you're the quarterback of the defense, pretty much every week it's a new linebacker, and it's probably a young guy.
Yeah.
When it is a bunch of veterans who have experience now, how much easier does it make it for the guys in front of you and the guys behind you?
Yeah, we're excited because this is probably the most put together our defense has been in some time. And we do have some young faces, but there's a lot of guys that have been in some very critical situations. And I would say the biggest thing that comes out of that is poise and some very critical moments. So, yeah, we're from the Big 12 championship to, playing in the Pop-Tart Bowl last year to, man, there's been a lot of chaotic moments, and we've lived them all. So there's no excuse, and we're training for those big moments again. So we're going to be ready when our time comes.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great blessing that the competition is so high in the LB room, and I think it makes it that much more exciting to see what we're going to be able to do this fall. I think the coaches have ultimate trust in a lot of guys in the LB room, which is awesome, and I think what that means on Saturdays is you're going to get the best product.
I know the roles are probably going to switch game by game. If you're looking at an opposite team, what is your biggest strength, I guess, in slowing down a different team?
That's a good question. I guess the way that we look at it, and the coaches have kind of preached to us, is we're all allotted the same amount of time in a day. Each team gets the same amount of practice time for fall camp. Even though we're moved up a week early, it's the same amount of time, and it's just how you use that time and the ability to demand better. That's been one of Coach Haycock's mottos this season, is demand better, and I think if we do just that, we'll be able to compete with anybody.
When you missed a lot last year, you come back late, Caleb misses the whole year, and you've got a lot of young guys stepping into roles. How much does it help maybe the safeties and the D-line when there's going to be a lot of veterans who play a lot of snaps and practice?
Yeah, and I would say I don't think it's just the linebackers that have experience. I think we have veterans in the safety room, in the corner room, on the D-line, which is super beneficial. And having guys with experience means that they're going to be able to lead the younger guys and demand better from them and raise their standard of play to a higher level to make the whole defense better. We're going to be as strong as our weakest link, and if we can make those guys play at a higher level, then we're going to be a really good defense.
What percentage were you at towards the end of last year when you were back?
That's a great question. I don't know if I would say 100%, but I was just getting healed up. It was just such a blessing to be back out there with the boys and just play football, and that's why I'm so excited for this season, having undergone a full off season.
Yeah, how much better do you feel now than when you came back? Was it the Cincinnati game? Was that your first game back?
Yeah, I took a couple snaps the Cincy game, but yeah, I'd definitely say I feel better.